I'm Deirdre Hayde, and I want to share with you that you as a parent can make it through this pandemic. You'll make it. Lessons abound. After being a mother of 2 kids, a teacher, for years I taught ballet to children. I had a ballet company with 150 kids. I spent part of that time teaching, doing homeschool, and as a spiritualist, counselor, healer, I want to share some tips with you to help you through this. But the first thing is I want to share with you is you will make it through. You're going to get through this. It's scary, it's difficult, but we're in the middle of it. We will get to the other side. So what is the message? What is the lesson from the divine presence? Why are we going through this? There are many lessons. And when you understand the lesson of the universe, that the universe is sharing with us, it makes it a whole lot easier. So one of the first lessons is that at this time in our history, we are being commanded to learn how to be intimate with each other again. We've lost this. We're living in a way that no one's ever lived before. We used to live in communities, small communities. We'd see the same people every day. If we went to school, it was a small school, we knew everybody. There was intimacy. We had an opportunity to get to know one another. Unfortunately, as our numbers grow, we lose the ability to have one-on-one intimacy. The Ashwari in the Amazon, they say that when their tribe grows to 125, they split the tribe in half because they say that over 125, you don't have your community anymore. It gets too large to be able to have that deep connection. So what's happening right now is we're being forced to just be in a small room with our families, and to be a parent is we are now having to face those kids that we didn't have to face quite as much before. And they're pressing every button. And they don't want you to work. They want you to play with them because they're kids. And you can't send them outside. What do? You start to feel like, right, you want to pull your hair out, right? There's some very important tips that are spiritually based that can help you through this. They've helped me, they've helped countless people I've worked with who've gone through difficult situations where one is having to be in close quarters and having to step into the role of a teacher. Say you're not a teacher. Having to deal with the anxiety of the technology. And one is to stay in the present moment. This is your time to practice staying in the present moment. And not just for you, as a parent, teach your children to stay in the present moment. This is a perfect time for you to help them train their mind. Give them this visual. Say, I can see you can't focus, you're running around. I want you just to close your eyes for 3 seconds and imagine a flame. Can you see the flame? They'll say yes, because kids have an imagination. Say, okay, I want you to just look at that flame and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And this flame is the flame of your quiet self and your happy self and your focused self. And then you lead them through this. When they start to wander, they're starting to jump off walls, say, okay, let's just go back into our calming flame. Close your eyes, because that's going to have them go inside and find a way to calm themselves because they don't know how to do it. So I find the flame, stay there for a few seconds. All right, ask them how they feel. Okay, then you proceed. So you can do this throughout the day. This is a Super mini meditation is what you're starting to teach them. And you can even start to lengthen the time. Maybe start with 3 seconds, go to 5. You might even get up to 10 or 20 seconds with your kids. And they will come to enjoy it because they will feel peaceful and connected. When a child does not feel connected with another adult, a guide, a child will act out. That is exactly what happens. When a child feels that intimate connection with an adult that they are close to, a parent or a teacher, that they feel this connection to, they don't act out. So children act out when they're not feeling the connection. So let's say you're working, you can't stay and pour energy into them every hour of the day. I'm going to give you a trick that I used, and that is you spend 10 minutes with your child and you practice this kind of focus where you look into their eyes and you stay fully present. Don't let your mind wander into work. Don't let your mind wander into what has to be done. Don't go anywhere else. You stay with your child. And if you're having a hard time focusing, look at their eyes, look at their nose, say, really study their nose, study their mouth, study their hair. And while you're doing that, you're actually focusing. And when you're focusing, your neshama, your soul, is pouring into them. That's what they want. They need your light. Children need the light from adults. They need their friends to play with, but they need light from adults. You are the sun, and they are a young tree. And they won't grow strong and tall, and they won't be centered, and they won't be on purpose if they don't get enough sunlight. And you are the water. If you don't water their roots, they won't grow tall, and they won't be on purpose. They'll be broken. Now, it doesn't mean we don't make mistakes as parents. No one's perfect. It's not about that. What it's about is that right now, you have this incredible opportunity to heal with your children. Notice I said heal with. You have this opportunity to heal with your children, heal each other. And when you spend that time with them in a project, like an art project, and you focus, you'll notice that once they get involved with what they're doing and they have enough of you, you can tiptoe off and do your work, and they're happy. They're happy. They'll just stay there. They're not happy when they're not getting the right kind of attention. And that's the attention of that focusing, of that deep, intimate connection. So I hope you can take these 2 tips and use them. They really, really, really work. And you will get through this pandemic, and we will all be deeper, richer, more awake humans with happier children. Thank you.